Hey, this is Ben Solomon and welcome to this episode of the Techno Leadership Show. In this episode, I want to talk about something that I personally went through, and I've also noticed some of the others that I've coached and supported through this process go through, which is the frustration that we feel and the drop in confidence that we feel when we've applied for so many manager roles and not even gotten an interview, not even gotten an acknowledgement in a lot of cases. And that's disheartening. And I've been through it and I've seen others go through it. And it's heartbreaking when you see from the outside, after you've been able to figure out what changes help, and then seeing others go through it. And when they've been open to receiving help and support, I've been able to work with them and help them realize that making some tweaks will help them get that interview. And then once you get the interview, it's about selling yourself as the right person for the role. So some of the things that I've mentioned over the last few seasons come together when it comes to this. Knowing your strengths, knowing yourself, knowing your unique combination of strengths and skills, and knowing in what environment those skills are going to create the highest value and highest impact, and also will be of a place where you can thrive and be fulfilled. Beyond that, understanding that we are going from a tech-oriented role into management, where it's a completely different career. Even if it's tech management or engineering management, it's still a different career. And we've got to recognize that. Once we recognize that, you can then start looking at it from the business standpoint. When you understand why would a business want a tech manager or an engineering manager to lead their engineering or tech team, what kind of value are you going to be able to add there? In a lot of cases, if it's a big business, they might need people to manage smaller teams that then are responsible for certain aspects of the technology or engineering aspect, which could be developers, it could be managing a team of infrastructure engineers, could be managing a team of cloud engineers, all that sort of thing. Or you could be above that, managing the managers who manage those little teams. Regardless, the value efficient that is there is the fact that you're saying, I can create value by taking work off your shoulders. You, my manager, do not need to know all that is happening in the tech world, all that the business that you are running needs to have in place to make sure that we are compliant, we are safe and secure, and ensuring that our staff as well as our customers are able to have the best possible experience in doing their work and in getting the value that customers are paying for. So that is where the angle you have to look at and approach it from. So you're there in a sense as a medicine, as a fix to someone else's frustration. And when you look at it from that perspective, your cover letter, your interview process, everything is revolved around how can you, as a person who has experience in whatever tech area that you have, whatever life experiences that you bring in terms of leading people, managing finance of a sporting club, whatever it might be, into this role where you can take away load from who's going to be your direct line manager and making their life easier. And also supporting the team below you to ensure that they are being supported, they feel cared for, and they are getting the right workload allocated to them, right support given to them, and right resources allocated to them so that they can achieve the outcomes that they're there for. So when you understand these things, you're there in between as a value skew saying, I have the ability to see what you're saying up here and translate it so that my team can deliver on that and ensure that everything is managed appropriately, that you are free to manage the bigger aspect of the business, whether that's a director of technology that you're reporting to, whether that's a IT manager you're reporting to and you're the infrastructure manager, or any such thing, a team lead. You've got a manager above you, you're the team lead, you've got a team under you. You have certain outcomes that the team is meant to get. And now this person at the top has probably multiple teams that he has to manage and ensure a cohesive outcome is given to the organization. And you need to be able to ensure that your unit of that whole department, technology department, is working with the other units and ensuring there's a cohesive, collaborative effort that gives the outcome that the manager above and the business as a whole wants. So having business acumen, understanding how the business works, how they create value, and how you can get in there and with your unique strengths, weaknesses, skills, abilities, can create a value skew that makes you uniquely placed as the best person for that role. Once you understand that, it's a much easier game to play from that point on. From that point on, when you write your cover letter, you highlight the strengths that you bring, the abilities that you bring, the skills that you bring that'll create that value. When you go into an interview, same sort of thing. You're just reiterating the value that you can create, how you'll be able to alleviate stress for them and ensure that the outcomes are reached. Hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully that helps you think. It's a tiny tweak, but once that's made, it makes a significant difference in how your applications are approached. In a lot of cases, it's not a tech manager or a tech director who's looking at your resume. The first person who looks at it is the HR person who doesn't understand all the technical aspects of it. So talking about the technical aspects is not going to work, but talking from a business acumen and a leadership and management standpoint will help them go, I think this person understands what exactly we need here. And then you're passed on to the director of technology or technology manager who then goes, yep, I'd like to speak to this person and interview you. Hopefully that helps you out. I wish you all the best in your journey as a tech professional, manager, and leader. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so that you're notified of future episodes as they are released. I look forward to talking to you in a future episode. Take care and have a good one.